Hey everyone, this is Derek here, and today I'm going to show you how these L1R1 triggers actually perform in a game of PUBG Mobile. My unboxing and initial impression video, which I'll link below, has gotten quite a bit of attention, and a number of comments on that video asked to see how the L1R1 triggers actually worked in a game. So if this video helps you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up so others can find it, and consider subscribing if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any future PUBG Mobile awesomeness. So here's an iPhone X without a case, and your mileage may vary depending on the thickness of your phone and case. However, at least for me, even this pretty thin Apple leather case is too thick to use under the L1R1 triggers. So let's go ahead and put the triggers on. And they only go on one way because the other side has that little camera bump, and the left trigger gets stuck on that if you try to install them in that orientation, you can see here. So they only go this way. And once you slide them onto your phone, you need to flip the little plastic clip on the back, which is right over here. I'll show you that now. You need to flip that, and what that does is it tightens, it puts pressure against the back of the phone, which holds the trigger on. And so we'll go ahead and we'll install the other one now. So we'll do basically the same process, just put it over the phone, and then we'll go ahead and flip the back of it. And on my specific L1R1 triggers, the left trigger is a little looser than the right trigger. However, it looks to be a case of variance in manufacturing, and both stay on pretty good, as you'll see from the gameplay. So next, we're in PUBG Mobile, and I'll show you that I have my ADS and fire buttons configured on the screen where the L1R1 triggers tap on the screen. So we'll go ahead and we'll try to get into the settings. It's a little tough because the iPhone X doesn't have a bezel. Alright, so now that we're in settings, we're going to go down to controls, and then we'll go to customize, and you can see here that I have my ADS button over my left trigger, so where it taps on the screen, and then I have my fire button over my right trigger where that one taps on the screen. And you can see as I tap them, every time I tap them, it's very accurate actually. You can see that we're bouncing between those two buttons. So let's exit that, and we'll get back to the main menu. We won't save the configuration because it's already there. And we're back on the home screen. So what we'll do now is we'll queue up for a solo game, and we'll see how we do. So what I'll do is I'll do the initial loot off camera just to save some time, and then we'll be back as soon as there's some action and you can see how the buttons actually perform. Alright, so we're into the game now, and you can see I picked up a scar. There's a guy around here somewhere, so we'll see if we can find him. But you can see as I tap on the left button, I go into ADS, and then for the right button is to fire. So you can configure that however you want to configure it, but that's how I have it set up. And you can see they don't press down automatically. They don't just rest on the screen. You actually have to tap them. So it's pretty decent, honestly. So we'll see if we can engage someone and go from there. Alright, so we've got a bot over here. So what we'll do is we will scope in and we will shoot him. And you can see just like that, every tap did equal a tap on the, or a shot rather. So it works pretty well. I mean, I had it on single shot, so we can switch over to auto, see if we get another bot to kill. But I'm pretty impressed with how they work. I mean, I still don't think they're worth $15, but I'd say for $10 or so, if you don't have access to a 3D printer or have a friend who has one, they seem to be holding up pretty well. So that is one example of an engagement. Obviously it was a bot, he didn't really shoot back, but let's see if we can find another player or another bot, and I'll show you another example of how well the triggers work. Alright, we've got another bot around us, I believe, or we've got a person. So let's see if we can find him and engage him. There he is. And there you go, just like that. So again, you can see every tap equaled a shot, and we have another kill. So far so good. Let's see if we can get one more engagement for the purpose of this video. Alrighty, here we go. We've got another person, so let's see if we can engage him. He looks like a bot too. We're gonna go full auto this time, and there you go. So just like that, let's see if we can get into the zone now so we don't take damage. We'll jump out of ADS. Go ahead and run towards his body. I think we have time to loot him. Let's not actually, just because the zone's already closing in. So I know I said one more engagement, but let's see if we can find one more just to show you how well these triggers work, which, like I said, I don't think they're worth the price, but they do work reasonably well for what they are. Alright, so we made it to one of the final circles, and there are only 5 people left, so hopefully you'll see me get another kill with the L1R1 triggers, or hopefully you enjoyed watching this and seeing how well they work. Either way, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, be sure to do that now, because there's a ton more PUBG mobile content coming soon. I hope to see you in a future video soon. That's not a guy, it's a motorcycle. Let's see if we can get to the zone without dying.